Hi, I'm Renn. I'm with the Shimmerz Paint Education Team. I'm thrilled to be able to show you a couple of tips and techniques with our new color line. It's the vintage color line, and we've got some new products to show you. We've got new little minis, which are 1-ounce version of the spritz. We've got 4 new colors of Shimmerz, and they're beautiful colors. The first one I'm going to show you is Antique Lace. And we've got Mossy Stone, Vintage Wine, and everybody's favorite, Wed Wagon. And I'm not just saying that, Wed Wagon, not saying my odds because I'm from Boston and I have trouble with my odds, but that's the way Dave named it. And we're all having a lot of fun with that one. The mini spritz, the colors are Licorice, Treasured Hymn, and Rockefeller Blue. I love them all, but I think my favorite one is the Licorice. I actually used the Licorice over a piece of KI lace paper, spritzed it, and got a little bit of a pattern on my background there. So that's what I'm going to use for the background of my canvas. I'm going to show you a couple things that I'm going to do to shimmer up the embellishments that I'm going to use on these projects, and then I'm going to complete the projects, and you can check them out on the Shimmerz blog. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to use the Treasured Hymn spritz on some flowers. Now I'm just going to take a regular white silk flower. This one's by Heidi Swap, and it's a little too white for the look that I'm going for, you know, vintagey and antique-y. So I sprayed one with some of the Treasured Hymn. And you can see it just kind of dirties it up and antiques it up, and it gives it a lot of sparkle. So what I'm going to do is, don't shake it too hot because you don't want to get a whole lot of air bubbles in there, and you don't want it to spit when you spray it. The best way to mix up the color, you'll see you get a lot of glitter on the bottom, is just to kind of roll it in between your hands, just like that. And spritz adheres to everything. It's the best stuff, and the cleanup is so super easy. It just cleans up basically with water. I could even get this all over my work surface, and I would just wipe it off with a sponge, and it cleans up so easily because it's water-based. It's not a dye-based product. So another thing I love about it is that it dries super fast, so you don't have to wait for too much dry time before you can actually use your embellishments that you've sprayed. So I just sprayed a little bit of the Treasured Hymn on that. It's on the fabric, so it won't soak in, but it'll just dry on that. It takes a little bit more time to dry on fabric than it does on paper. I'm also going to use a little bit of the Treasured Hymn on some of my paper embellishments. I got this beautiful paper line from Teresa Collins. She sent it to me for leaving a comment on her blog, and that was so sweet of her because I just absolutely adore this collection. And I love the dusty aqua and the black, and it's got a little bit of cream to it. But the white is, it's a little white for me, so I want to just kind of antique it up a little bit. So I'm going to take the Treasured Hymn, and I'm going to spritz that over the paper. And the one thing I love about when you spritz paper, it curls up a little bit, and because I like that 3D effect, so when I do adhere it to my canvas, you know, it kind of comes off the canvas and it curls up a little bit, and it's going to be really cool. So I'm going to show you just what it did. It actually made the white nice and creamy and antique. It made the black super, super sparkly. I love that about it. I'm going to show you 2 more things before I'm all done with my embellishments. I can get ready to rock and roll with my canvases. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Shimmerz paints. The Shimmerz paints, when you use these, you just want to kind of tap it on your hand a little bit, mix it up a little bit. There's regular Shimmerz, and the other type of paint we have is Shimmerz blings. Now, I'm a blings girl. I love the chunkiness of the blings. As a matter of fact, I don't even shake it up when I use it. I just love that chunky paint, and it's not a smooth effect like the blings. Like the regular Shimmerz. I'm going to show you how I use the Shimmerz blings to just add a little more something to. I have one of these silk flowers here from Doodlebug. It's just kind of plain, so I'm going to take my paintbrush, put on a little bling. I'm going to kind of try to hold it up to the camera so you can see It's really super sparkly. Can you see that, Nick?
Yeah.
Nick's my cameraman. You can see, and then you can see how it's not smooth. It's kind of chunky. That's the look I totally love. And then all you have to do for cleanup on your paintbrushes, I just basically wipe it on a piece of scratch paper like that, and it just comes right off. But you can use a little soap, a little water, and you can get it on your skin, your clothes, everything. It just comes right off. It's awesome, easy cleanup. And one of the best things about Shimmerz products is they're made right here in the USA. As a matter of fact, just down the street from me in beautiful Idaho. You gotta love that. Let's see. One other thing I'm going to show you real quick is how you can use the Shimmerz paints to color bling. I'll say I want to use some bling on my canvases, but don't really want the the white clear diamond color. I'm going to take a little bit of the antique lace, which is from our new vintage line, and dip my brush, and then just cover just a little bit with the paint. A little goes a long, long way. And that just kind of antiques. And you can, if you have clear bling, you can use any color of your shimmers on your bling. Make it any color you want, so you don't have to run around town looking for a special color of bling to match your project. So that is one of the fun things about Shimmerz paints. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to being able to bring you more tips and techniques on sparkly shimmers, because I love them. And thank you for watching. And I hope that you'll go to the website, Shimmerz Paints, Shimmerz with a Z, shimmerzpaints.com, to see my final projects when I'm done with my canvases, and to see all the beautiful, beautiful work that the rest of the design team has created with the new vintage color line.